It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the San Francisco 49ers versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Ertz over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Garoppolo again. Gets this to Ertz. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense down, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, leap it. He will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. It's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Miles Boykin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. That time, a 9-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a deep...
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. Two minutes remain. In this first half of football. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Javonte Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he's going to keep this again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And this will be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we reach half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Garoppolo.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 39, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They're talking about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
They run it again with Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Garoppolo. Ertz has it left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That escapes the sand. Now he's flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that
they intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Picked off at the 21. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Touchdown run.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they will accept the penalty. Move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. And after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, throw left side, complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On play action, Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Lawrence's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The football going back over to Arizona now.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Second down at 5.
Garoppolo again. Caught here by Conley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. High throw, but the catch is made. One final try now for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire